up, everybody? It's Mike Hamley here with the official AEW Dynamite post show here on bodyslam.net, and doing it a little bit different tonight. Kyle Sparks is unfortunately down with the flu. Hope you get well soon, Kyle. We miss you. But that means stepping in tonight is my good friend here, my co-host on Saturdays for All Elite Weekly, which going to be seeing that happening again. If I'm here in this chair, then that means I'm healthy enough to podcast some more. And I've got Adam with me. What's up, Adam? I missed you. How are you doing, dude?
I'm good. I miss you too. I just tweeted out the link for everybody. Told them we're live.
If you're not already here, then you aren't here to go say this anyway, but we're live now.
Yeah. So it's me, the Slapnuts merchant.
Respect.
Great show tonight. Can't wait to review it here. Glad to be back doing work with you and for Body Slam. Can't wait for the post show Saturday also.
Yes, that's right. We are going to be doing the Full Gear post show together, which, man, after tonight especially, that's shaping up to be one hell of a card.
Yeah. Also, I'm just glad to, get in here and chop it up with a fellow Canadian,
Yeah, just two Canadians up in here talking about wrestling, eh?
Hey.
Good day to you, mate. Oh God. We had a good episode of Dynamite today. It's a go home show for AEW Full Gear, which is on Saturday, and pretty much the whole card from top to bottom. Tonight's show tied up pretty much all our storylines here. I think a little bit on Friday with the tournament stuff. I still have no idea how they're doing the bracketology for this tournament with only one televised show left, but we'll find out on Friday.
Yeah. But if I had to guess, they'll do something where maybe Ricky has to, because we don't have anything for the buy-in really. So I can see Ricky wrestling twice.
Ricky wrestles Friday against Archer, and then the semifinals on Saturday with the 0 hour.
And then the finals in on the actual pay-per-view. Yeah. And because that's always been a good way of building a baby face, is having them win like multiple matches in a night for the tournament.
Yeah. And whoever is curating the cage match profile for AEW, they do have it listed as a 0 hour for Saturday before Full Gear, not a buy-in.
Okay.
Which is good because last time they did a 0 hour, we got Ishii versus Kingston, which, that could have slapped that somewhere in the back half of All Out and it would have been fucking dope.
I was there. It was awesome. Hopefully we get hopefully Akiyama beats. Okay, so I guess you would have Akiyama beat Pin Ortiz, I guess, and then you run it with you run Akiyama versus Eddie. Yeah,
if we get Akiyama versus Eddie in the singles at 0 hour, that would be Tony Khan.
I don't know if you saw that.
Back on the white stuff.
Yes. Yeah, we need Bandito and Takeshita need matches too.
Yeah. Bandito and Takeshita versus each other.
No, them versus Orange Cassidy.
Oh shit! Yes. You know what? Yeah, there is no All Atlantic title. You know what? Let's talk about Full Gear after we talk about Dynamite. We'll just go chronologically here. But
yeah.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that one. What you said. So Dynamite tonight. We opened up with the everyone that's in the 4-way match is involved in the tag match. So we got Jericho and Sammy versus Danielson and Claudio.
This match was amazing. I watched it through the lens of having just seen the website, bodyslam.net, posted an article where the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, said AJ Styles is better than Danielson.
I don't like it.
Oh man,
I'm out of here.
dude,
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Ain't
Fucking
nobody
Flair.
trying to hear that bullshit.
Like all of the, I could run through every soundbite in this soundboard to describe how stupid that fucking take is. Okay, so like Bryan Danielson, best professional wrestler of this generation, in the conversation for greatest of all time ever, period. And AJ Styles, automatically AJ Styles is disqualified. He's from Bryan Danielson's generation.
Yeah. No. Okay. So I started thinking about it, and I started thinking about back when I first discovered TNA and ROH, and I'd say AJ Styles, outside of times where AJ was cooking and Danielson was either stuck in WWE or doing wrestling like fucking Baron Corbin or some shit, or Big Cass or something, or the fucking Miz, or Danielson was inactive because for some reason every doctor in the world except one could clear him from his injuries. I was like, I don't think since 2004, I don't think AJ Styles has been better than Bryan Danielson. Whenever, maybe 05, I don't know. Whenever Danielson came back from his trip to Europe, Danielson was better and has stayed better and is clearly better now.
And in an overall sense, it's there's no comparison to Bryan Danielson. I'm sorry. We're Bryan Danielson merchants. Church of Dragon,
Church of Dragon.
Haven't got to do that in a while either. I want to hit a couple of the chats real quick though. Amy said Ring of Honor more like Ring of Hoopers. Absolutely.
Yes. Why am I not seeing anything in the chat?
I don't know. Are you looking at the private chat or the regular chat? Because there's the private chat where I can say things to you that nobody else can see.
Oh, okay.
Hey, we should talk about this now. I don't use it. I just talk out loud.
Okay, yeah, I see the chat now.
Amy also said, glad to see you both back. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you, Amy.
All four had their working boots on. Hell yeah, they did. Elite Gamer 2104, as someone who's been a long-time fan of both, Danielson over Styles all the time. Absolutely. Craig, what up, Craig? Danielson doesn't think flat earthers are interesting points game set match, let alone their in-ring work. Oh yeah, well yeah, sure. Even out of the ring, he's got him beat. Fuck.
Well, and dude, Flair, Flair just I don't know that he should.
Look,
it's Flair.
It's another case of old man yells at cloud. It's like.
But here's the thing. If you asked Brett, who's better than Flair, he'd probably go with Danielson. If you asked Terry Funk, who was much better than Ric Flair at all times, he'd probably say Danielson. If Nick Bockwinkel, who we'll talk about later, weird, but hey, I've got to take.
I want to
Bockwinkel would say. Bockwinkel would say Danielson's better too. What? Bockwinkel knew Danielson was the truth when Danielson was 20.
Yeah, see, incredible cases all around.
Yeah,
man. It's a good match though. My biggest takeaway from this match is can't wait to see all four of these guys beating each other up simultaneously on Saturday night. And Claudio is so stupidly, freakishly strong. Oh, wait. I'm dumb. This is the microphone that works on my desk, but when I'm in Discord, I have the headset one on because I'm not in my desk. I'm laying over in that bed there. So I forgot to do the switch, and yeah. Those headset mics look so dumb. Oh my god.
You sounded fine. It's okay. It's all good.
So long story short, this match was dope. These guys are gonna have a fantastic 4-way on Saturday night. Ric Flair is an old fool, and Claudio and Danielson won here.
I want Danielson to win the title on Saturday.
Shock.
But man, yeah. But watching this match, man, I was thinking I could get behind some more Danielson and Claudio tag matches, man.
Yeah, no, that one, cool. And also, selfishly, there's more ROH legends I'd like to see Chris Jericho keep beating. I'd be happy to not have that end on Saturday night, and we'd be able to like maybe get. I really just want Jericho homicide. It's like I need it for my soul.
But the logical progression is Danielson beating Jericho, and I don't know how much more of this feud I can take.
I don't know either, but like Final Battle's in a few weeks, and if it doesn't happen on Saturday, so that we can have Danielson get like a little program in before Final Battle, then it's probably not going to happen until Final Battle.
I also could see, what is it? Man, I don't want to extend this for another 2 months. Danielson, Danielson's in his hometown, January 4th.
Okay, yeah, hometown stuff, cool.
So, I mean, you could do it there. I don't know how much more, like I said, this feud, man, it's...
Okay, I could get behind that trios title agenda.
What was it?
Later, pushing the Mox Danielson Claudio trios title agenda.
Oh, I like that.
I like it, but I like it. I like it even better after the Elite gets to actually have a bit of a run with the belts that they were supposed to get.
Yeah. Although, hey, don't let our boss hear that.
What? Why?
Cass's Team Death Triangle.
Okay.
So is my boy Joe Thomas. Shout out to Joe.
Hey,
I think Amy might be Team Death Triangle too.
So for me, like at the end of the day, I don't care. It's the greatest rivalry in this entire company.
Yep.
Period. There has never been a match where any of these 6 men have been in the ring together in any combination at some point in time in AEW, and it hasn't just fucking like fed a family of 30 cooked.
Oh yeah, dude! Every time it's a notebook match. You can put in combination of like 2 versus 2, 1 versus 1. Mm-hmm. It always cooks. I think Omega and Phoenix had probably my favorite match of the entire like.
That Dynamite.
I don't want to call it
the
Dynamite
January match. Yeah.
I don't want to call it like a pandemic, like the pandemic era, because the pandemic's still going on. But like
the small crowd dailies place only era. Yeah, it was. No, that was fantastic. I still go back to that one. It's January 2021. Go look it up if you want to watch a fantastic match. Kenny Omega, Rey Fenix on Dynamite.
Do you remember what date that was on?
Tell me it was on January 6th.
It was on January 6th. That's why no one talks about it, because no one watched that show. Everyone was watching CNN and Fox News.
Oh my god! Oh yeah, because that was 2021. That was actually that wasn't like the anniversary.
January.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
and that's why Jericho wasn't on that Dynamite.
No, Jericho did commentary for that match.
I don't fucking let me get my joke off.
Hey, we don't slander other Canadians like that, all right?
Yeah, sometimes we do.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
It depends, like if you're a certain gentleman in Toronto and what you're posting on Twitter. We love Andrew.
Love you, Andrew.
Jennifer Baird says it's the insurrection match. Hell yeah, there we go.
What up, Jenny?
How's it going? So yeah, then we had another, another super dope video package for the Mox and MJF match. Everything they've done in the build to this has just been so interesting. And then we'll get to more of it later because I still have questions.
I have my take later.
Okay, cool. Yeah, good.
That's where Nick Bockwinkel comes in, of all people.
Good, because I don't, and everything is upside down and weird, and I don't understand what's happening. But I blame this. And then we also got a black and white Darby Allin video, and we haven't seen one of these in a while, and I'm really, really happy that we did because I love them. They're very fun every time. This one we saw Darby getting crowd surfed at a Ghost Main concert in a body bag, which everything about that sounds awful. The whole experience, but whatever. I don't have celebrity friends, so maybe I'm just a jealous bitch. Who knows? And then after that, a wild Slapnuts appeared.
Yes. Look, so I tweeted. I was like, so after the Danielson match, they were like, up next, Shane Swerve Strickland versus Anthony Bowens. I was like, wow, like Danielson versus Swerve. I booked this show. That's crazy. And then I come back from commercial. I'm like, oh, hey, there's Sting. And then that segment ends. And I'm like, oh, shit, that's Jeff Jarrett. I was like, I am booking this show. Wow.
There you go, man. There you go. Well, you're doing a good job. It was a really good episode of Dynamite tonight. Thanks, Adam. Really,
You guys are welcome.
Keep up the good work. Yeah, after Jeff Jarrett, he just wanted to come on and talk shit about Stang. Did his thing. Then we got Bones versus Swerve. We got another wildly topical Max Caster rap where he threw some heat Jay Leno's way.
No, I think the heat got thrown his way before Max did this rap.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. So
I feel so bad for saying that.
Yeah, poor Jay Leno. I felt bad because Max Caster brought it up in the rap, and then commentary after was like, our thoughts go out to Jay Leno. Fuck. Oh God. So I have an observation about this match. It has nothing to do with the wrestling, and it has everything to do with. Have you noticed that Max Caster is using different cadence and flows in his raps when he's coming to the ring now?
Have we ever had that conversation about Max as a rapper?
No.
Okay, so I remember Rich Latta. Shout out to Rich Latta. He tweeted something out to the effect of, "Yeah, Max Caster's a better rapper than Cena." And
well, yeah, I don't know why I made the face, but I meant to make the hard agree face.
Yeah, so this one shitty account started arguing with him. Now, Rich Latta made Marina Shafir's theme music. Rich Latta does music with Swerve frequently. Rich Latta knows ball when it comes to wrestling, sports, and music, but music especially, he's really talented at. And he was like, no, listen to Max on Wax. He does he does more flows. You don't get the gist of how he raps if you just watch him do his freestyles on TV, because you have to rap a certain way at a wrestling event. You have to have the same boring flow that everyone will catch, and you have to give everyone time to react. You can't go out there and rap
that's exactly it. It's got to it's got to be slower, and so it's got to come through the PA clearly, because if you're just spitting and the music going, half the audience isn't going to figure it out anyway, and then what's the point of doing it at that point?
And let's not act like the average person that's attending a wrestling event, especially WWE or AEW, is going home and all right, I'm gonna listen to Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kick back and pop some jid on right now.
Yeah.
No, well, exactly. And I think that's why their music videos are also such a good addition to their big matches.
Yeah,
because again, it just gives you a chance to actually really kind of hear Max Caster and understand that he's got bars. And also, the fine folks at GPW Productions produced that video. And if you've watched almost any independent show on a live stream at some point in time in the last couple of years, there's a pretty good chance that GPW produced that too. So, shout out to them. They're kind of just all over the place in the current wrestling landscape. They do all of GCW's production. They did Garden State. Pretty sure they do Black Label Pro and shit.
I'll ask you off air. Never mind.
Okay.
But so this match was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Swerve is fucking incredible.
Yeah, Bowens is a very good wrestler.
Bowens is really good. I think Bowens might be one of the most underrated people on the AEW roster.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Like for me, he like absolutely like he'd be a dope singles still.
Yeah.
Like if they never put the Acclaim together, which also what a great decision that turned out to be. But if they'd never done that, I think Bones would still have the ability to like he can carry himself in the ring just fine, and he's got all the he's got all the charisma and personality. He can hang on the microphone too. He'd be just fine either way.
Yeah.
I love that we did end up with the Acclaimed and it actually worked and took off, and like look at that.
Yeah, and that match might steal the fucking show.
It did it all out.
It sure the fuck did.
Like, yeah, that was a match where I'm like, it's gonna be good. I haven't watched like Swerve and Our Glory have a bad match, and like honestly, it's the Acclaimed. We just never really saw them get like the right opponent. I guess I don't know.
I don't know.
Like they did. I don't know. It was, like some of it, I'm sure, is improvement over time. Anyway, just like the more like they weren't a tag team. They weren't tag team wrestlers. Well, like Max Caster like did, do some like tag wrestling and stuff on the indies, but like they weren't a tag team with each other with any like built-in chemistry when they got to AEW. They got thrown together. They have, like they figured it out now.
Yeah.
You can see it the way they're in the like every time they're in the ring with each other now. Like they have a whole lot more double team stuff going on, like the tagging in and out. It's all it's all there for them now. They work off of each other really well.
And I mean, I don't think people realize like how much of a genius Swerve is and how great he and Keith Lee are. Yeah,
that's going to be again. I don't want to say it's going to steal the show on Saturday because that trio's nothing's going to touch that trios match. I'm sorry.
I don't know the trios, the main event. Man, we got the 4-way. Like this match, obviously, like
I have a couple takes to make when we go through the card, but And Samoa Joe came out, talk a little shit on Wardlow, explain why he did what he did. And then called out Wardlow. We got Powerhouse Hobbs coming out instead, though. He was like, hang on now, I'm going to beat up Wardlow first. And then they almost got to beat each other up. But then Wardlow came in the ring through the crowd and beat up Samoa Joe. And then Powerhouse Hobbs beat up Wardlow. And then they all beat up each other. And then the whole fucking roster had to come out from the backstage to pull them off of each other. Which, that's another thing we don't see a lot of in AEW is like that it kind of emphasizes to me like how beefy these dudes are. Normally the pull apart, it's like referees and security guards that are just bumping. And this was like, no, like the roster had to come out. You needed like other large meaty men to come pull these meaty men off of each other.
Yeah. I'll just cut,
That's right, Liz. Big beefy boys.
So this match got booked. I keep getting notifications because of this. This match got booked for the 3-way for the pay-per-view. And I tweeted, if Jenny's still here, cover your ears. I'm about to slander NWA. I was like, I found the match graphic and I was like, this is what Billy Corgan thought he was cooking.
Oh my God. I haven't seen that. Holy shit.
I got the match graphic like right as the show was going off air. So I was like, oh, I got a tweet for you.
Gotta get this joke off.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta fire one off real quick.
Oh no, that's a good one, honestly. But like, it's true.
Yeah,
it's true.
Stupid ass.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like that. What? I don't want to get too deep into the NWA slander because I know Jenny's watching, but but like Tyrus makes my 11-year-old daughter look like Kenny Omega.
Dude, that clip AO posted where he jumps off the top rope, lands on his feet, and does like the slowest forward roll you've ever seen.
Stop! I don't want to cry it now. It's too funny.
I feel bad for anyone that like actually put up numbers on that NWA. Fuck this NWA shit. Let's just keep going with the So that match is gonna fucking rule. Big
Wardlow's dive was fire, says Sean. 3 fire emojis. I'd give it 4 fire emojis, maybe 5 in the Tokyo Dome. Like that was That was a fucking TopeCon hero.
Yeah, bro, that was nasty.
That shit was crazy. He sailed.
I saw in the chat also Liz, big beefy boys, indeed,
Yes.
big beefy men, bumping meat.
Oh man, it's there's Big E's dream match on Saturday. Then we had a Britt Baker babyface promo. I guess I don't know. She's stating her case, planting her flag. Honestly, I just like I liked the promo. Period. It was good. It was passionate. You could see the like tears welling up in her eyes while she's delivering this.
I didn't know what to make of this because I don't know what to make of any of this. Like Soraya's promo last week was good in parts. Okay, so Andrew sent me a tweet from Trevor Dame about last week's promo with Saraya and Britt, and he was like, "This was the equivalent of when Homer goes to that pawn shop on The Simpsons, you know." And he's talking to the guy that owns it, and he's like, the guy's selling him the monkey paw, right? He's like, "Oh, that's good. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's bad." That was like the perfect summary of Soraya's promo last week.
Yeah.
And then, so this week felt like an overcorrection, not an overcorrection, but like they were steering out of last week where Saraya was like so stand up for WWE-ish, you know, like, you know, that's the big leagues type shit. Which I don't know, maybe she just wanted to sound like CM Punk. I don't know. But yeah, it was weird. The whole thing was weird. So then like now they do this overcorrection, but then like
what's weird to me,
if Britt's being a babyface, what are we doing with Jamie?
Yes, thank you. Okay, so that was my whole everything that when I was watching the show tonight and talking to my buddy in Discord while we were watching, and we're in the voice chat. We're like, okay, so what does that do with Jamie? Although Jamie's getting really, strong babyface reactions pretty much anyway now since All Out.
But wouldn't the goal to be Britt still a heel and you have Jamie turn babyface? Like you have Britt fuck her over and that's how Jamie becomes, I don't know. There's got to be, I don't know.
Hey, she can still be jealous of her friend, but be proud of what she's accomplished in her company.
I guess.
Yeah, it's a weird line to walk. I don't know. I'm just gonna wait and watch what happens on Saturday. Who the fuck knows anymore?
Let's let it play out.
Who the fuck knows? Yeah, you know what though? Like I hate that that's a meme, but like I'm generally always willing to do that with AEW because they haven't let me down when they play things out, except for like that 30-second window where I thought Cole Carter was Jay Lethal's friend. That shit had me. Oh man, Tony Khan wasn't going to see the gates if fucking Slapnuts didn't walk out there.
I tweeted. I was like, I saw that and I was like, what? And I was like, but I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, it doesn't make sense I was like, does Cole Carter have some sort of relationship with Darby that I don't know? And he also, I don't know that he has. I've watched Jay Lethal for all these years and Sanjay. I don't see how he really matters to them. And there he was, Slapnuts, fucking Double J, Jeff Jarrett.
The man I'm doing this podcast with.
Yeah, it's me. It's Slapnuts.
It's me, Slapnuts.
Yeah, it's yeah. So yeah, that was great stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I we can kind of like skip over the Saraya promo for later. I thought Saraya's promo was pretty good too. You know, I thought she did a good job of steering out of, WWE is the big leagues. It matters that I was in Madison Square Garden, blah, blah, blah. She was like, no, I chose to be here. I chose to, without, she might as well have said, hey, Hunter gave me an offer too. They were willing to clear me for some fucking reason once they heard I was negotiating with y'all. So yeah, it was fun stuff.
Yeah, But then after all this, we hit the main event in the middle of the show. Crazy. Trios title match. Death Triangle versus Top Flight. So first of all, already super cool. Darius Martin's back. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to hope and pray and like just, Lord, if you exist, please let this man stay healthy for like a period of time at least.
Yes.
Like,
And we need that. We need them. Like, we need Top Flight cooking again. Like, we need them to get them going.
yes.
We also,
But happier for me, even beyond Darius Martin being back, was seeing AR Fox get to be their tag team partner for this match.
okay, so I don't think anyone's been pushing it harder on the timeline than than me. I really haven't seen anyone pushing it harder than me. Because I've been hashtagging and everything. They need to sign AR Fox. I don't care if they sign AR Fox and he's basically a producer / trainer who does matches on Dark and occasional jobs on Rampage and Dynamite.
You would be
They need to sign
insane
him.
not to hire him as a trainer too. Anyway, just
Yeah,
like if
and
you look at the body of students that have come out of his school, you have students of his under contract.
I don't understand. Okay, so my problem with like him not being signed is like, okay, like for a lot of reasons. There's people on national TV. One I'll talk about later. That either don't deserve to be on national TV because of their wrestling, or because of how they are as an actual human being. So it raises questions. Like, there's guys, I won't name any names. There's guys that I know that like absolutely won't be signed by either major promotion. There's guys that TNT has said AEW absolutely can't use.
Yeah.
Again, not naming names. What the fuck? Why isn't AR Fox signed?
Yeah.
Like, at first you kind of get worried because you're like, oh, if wrestler A who has this going on, or wrestler B who fucking sucks in the ring, like, is signed, why the fuck is an AR Fox signed? Is there something I'm missing? I'm pretty clued into things. We talk to people.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't know. Seeing him in this match though, on this show where they literally could have put any established trio from AEW into this match to give Death Triangle their like one defense before they lose the belts. I'm riding with it. I don't care. That's my prediction. I'm putting it out there. But
they let AR Fox shine too. So like in the Discord, I was
a
live thread. I was like, they're letting him shine. I think he signed.
When he did that run up the post moonsault thing, I fucking audibly I gasped and shrieked at the same time.
Oh, dude, the little like dive, like I don't know how to describe it. The little dive to the outside after, like, with all 5 guys outside the ring. I don't know. It's almost like he does he jumps backwards, but then does this front flip. It's weird. I don't know. It's a great fucking spot. Yeah, he needs to be signed. And if you don't think so, y'all need to go watch him versus Swerve from Lucha Underground.
I want selfishly AR Fox and Pac to tag team, and they can be AR Pac. But anyway, moving along. That was a super good match. A whole bunch of flippy shit. Dude in red pants hates it. Who gives a fuck?
From the Banana Nose Circus.
After this match, we had Pac take the mic, commented on the vignettes that have been running, which are some cryptic elite vignettes and some Death Triangle vignettes with the elite. And he kind of laid out a challenge for Saturday at Full Gear, and then we got the graphic on the screen. It's going to be Death Triangle versus the Elite at Full Gear for the trios titles, and they didn't bring the Elite out. I love that. I actually, as much as I want to see them, I'm like itching to see them. I'm just itching more to see them now because I didn't see them tonight. I have to wait till Saturday to see them.
Okay, here's like my most cancelable AEW take. They've been cleared from the investigation for weeks, like longer than people realize, according to what I've been told. And it's like, we gotta do all this Elite lore shit. Like,
I love it,
man. No, just put them back on TV, man. Give me
selfishly, I'm like, y'all were just in Canada, and I didn't get to see Kenny Omega when I was there. But
Mike, they were at that show.
Oh yeah, like they've been backstage for ages.
Yeah,
but
I was told that night. I was like, someone text or messaged me. It's like, the Elite are at the show.
Yeah.
They're backstage.
Oh well, I'm gonna see them Saturday. That's exciting to me. This match is gonna be fucking fire. Death Triangle versus the Elite. It's the best rivalry in AEW.
Yeah, it'll be a great match, of course.
Then we got a Ricky Starks segment here. He's gonna wrestle Lance Archer on Friday. So Adam had a great prediction at the top of the show about, they'll probably do the Ricky's gonna probably have to wrestle twice on Saturday, once on the 0 hour and then once in the tournament finals on the main card.
Yeah.
But that's cool because that, it adds to the Ricky Starks has heart lore, and makes him look like nothing will stop him. He'll wrestle 2, 3, 4 times a night if he has to.
Yeah.
But it's not going to matter because Ethan Page versus Bandito happened right after this. Ethan Page advanced in the tournament. Ethan Page is winning this tournament. And good on him because he's from the greatest city on planet motherfucking Earth, Hamilton, Ontario, Canada.
Okay. So here we go.
No bias.
Wyatt, you listening? Here's my take about Ethan Page. I got ahead of myself. I had to watch Monday night. I watched WWE fans who should know better, who swore to Christ that when Hunter took over booking, he was burying Austin Theory because Austin Theory's a bad wrestler and an even worse person. And I was like, I know who Hunter is. I know who Hunter's family is. I know who Hunter's best friend is. I don't think he's burying him because he's a bad person. I don't think he's burying him because he's a bad wrestler. I don't think he's burying him. I think he's just booking him a certain way to... Okay, so then Monday night,
They had to get the stank of Vince off of him.
We get Seth Rollins versus Austin Theory Monday night. I didn't watch it, but I had to watch the entire timeline. Dickie, Austin Theory. And I realized if Ethan Page was in WWE, we'd be talking about him like he was... I don't know. Maybe we'd be talking about him like he was Ricky Starks. We'd be talking about him like, I don't know. I saw someone the other day tweet that Seth Rollins is the best wrestler alive. And crazy, alive, like that means like Bret Hart and Terry Funk don't count.
Bryan Danielson's alive.
Let alone Bryan Danielson, John Moxley, Will Ospreay, Tommy Shuri.
Anyway,
Ospreay. Yeah, but anyway. But yeah, dude, the Ethan Page hate it's really annoying because he's okay. Is he not top? He's probably not top 30 on AEW's roster because the roster's fucking stacked. Y'all would be eating him up if he was in WWE. You mean to tell me he's not better than Baron Corbin? You mean to tell me he's not better than The Miz? Like, Ethan Page versus Johnny Gargano would be heralded as a 5-star match if it happened on Raw for 15 minutes.
Hey, this is my my hometown wrestler. I trust. I'm with you 100% on this. Yeah, no, I've seen him wrestle before. I've seen before he was on TV, before he's in Impact. He's a fantastic wrestler.
He
has been for a long time. I'm happy.
Really good. He's
I'm
really good.
I'm happy that he's kind of positioned as really almost like the de facto number one of the firm now, because
and do you know why he's being pushed, and Jay Lethal is being pushed, certain other heel acts are being pushed? It's because they're
good at their jobs.
Well, it's so many of the heels don't have real heat, like Jericho and Max, MJF. People just play along. Sometimes they just fucking cheer them, and it's at some point you need guys that actually get booed.
Yeah, Ethan Page, he can try, but the crazy thing is, he can also flip it on the dime and get support too. It's really his ability to identify the situation and how he has to, play it out is fantastic. The one thing I always kind of call back to is when he was with Scorpio Sky and Dan Lambert, and they were all doing a promo together in the ring, and the whole time Dan and Scorpio were doing the promo, they're getting the what chant, and then Ethan Page gets the mic, and they started that shit on him, and he shut it down so fucking fast. It's like he could teach a class on that.
It's shutting down the what chance is actually easier than most people realize.
Yeah, you just got to not give pauses, really. You just don't give them the room to do it.
That's why WWF promo has been structured the same way for 20 something years now, where it's
you have room to fit it in. You know where to drop them.
This Sunday, me and you are gonna have a match at Hell in a Cell.
What?
Yeah, and it's always been like that.
Yeah, but and so sad to see Bandito lose, but he'll bounce back. He's fucking disgusting.
He's so good.
Oh my god, it'll be fine. He'll go wrestle another match, and he could lose that one, and he's just gonna do his Bandito shit, and nobody will even remember that he lost. They'll just be like, "Oh, Bandito is so cool."
I have a bold prediction.
Okay.
I like to. You're on the Discord. I have an entire channel dedicated to the Wrestling Observer newsletter awards / Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. Next year, Bandito will be top 5 for most outstanding wrestler.
Yeah.
Also Swerve will be top 5 for wrestler of the year.
I'd like both of those. Yeah. I'm not going to argue them, but hey, shit. Then okay. So we'll move along through the show. We got Bandito. Ethan Page is advancing in the tournament. He's in the finals at Full Gear now. He'll face the winner of Ricky Starks versus Lance Archer facing Miro. No, not Miro. I'm a fucking God damn it. Who won the match? Oh, Brian Cage. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Large man. I'm sorry. I was thinking back to last year's tournament. I don't know why last year's tournament. I do know, because I watched Full Gear 2021 2 days ago.
I was there. I was at that show.
I generally try to watch, I usually the week leading up to the pay-per-view. I'll probably watch all of the years before it in either in a random or a chronological order. Yeah. I know. Sometimes I watch my favorite one.
I used to do that with it would be October, and I'd be like, oh shit, let me watch every Halloween Havoc ever.
That's an undertaking, because some of those are so hard to get through.
They're so fun, even the bad ones. You mean to look, the Chamber of Horrors is a terrible match.
Oh no, that's entertaining, dude. That was one of the first wrestling VHS tapes I think I picked out on my own at the video store.
Dude, my dad recorded it. My dad
because of that match. I saw it on the case, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
My dad was like a low key tape trader, and he had one just recorded. Nice. He had that one recorded. He had a bunch of shows recorded. And that was one I would just always watch as a little kid. Like, always watch.
Amy mentioned he thinks Penta goes heel too after this. They've dropped a few hints. You know what? Do it. Do it. So the thing is, like with the Death Triangle entrance, you always have Rey Fenix coming out of the babyface tunnel. You always have Pac coming out of the heel tunnel, and then Penta's always in the middle. And there's some symbolism there, I think. Yeah, have Pentagon, kind of back and forth on that line for a bit. I do want to move again through I do want to move through the rest of the show though. So we had Toni Storm getting her win before Full Gear in over Anna JAS. This was, really nothing more than a match that we had to set up a face-to-face with Jamie Hayter and Toni Storm before Full Gear because it's a go-home show and it's a title match. So it's, you kind of want to have that face-to-face pull apart. Didn't get a pull apart out of it, which I thought was kind of cool and kind of, plays into the like respect and friendship that they have for each other, even though, they don't like each other now. So,
well, and also like you don't really want to do two pull aparts on the same show.
Yeah, and
I'm not like a super old school like, oh my god, two people did the same move on the same show. This show sucks.
Yeah.
Type. But
three pull aparts really, because like the segment after this, we had a pull apart, but it wasn't like security and shit. It was, we'll get to it. But
I wouldn't call that a
I don't know. Then we had a little quick video package here. We're gonna get Hook versus Lee Moriarty on Rampage for the FTW title, and
that match might actually cook.
I think it's gonna be fucking dope
if they give it like some time. And I don't mean like 20 minutes or anything. That could be really cool. I want
more than the usual like 4-minute Hook match, like
Yeah, I want Lee Moriarty to.
I kind of want Lee Moriarty to win it.
I can't go that far, but
I think it'd be cool if
he just doesn't show out enough. Like all of his matches are kind of disappointing to me. Outside of like a couple, like he kind of hooped with I think Danielson and Punk, but like I don't know. I don't know. I know what he's capable of, and I just want him to cook a little bit better.
Well, I think that's part of what's coming with him being in the firm is we're gonna establish Lee Moriarty a little bit more. So whether it's a lengthy match where he is the toughest test Hook has seen yet, or he just outright wins it. Either way, I think they're going to accomplish something with it on Friday.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got to the main event of the evening, which was a promo segment, which is not something we normally get out of AEW. Although when it does happen, it usually is heading to a pay-per-view like this. So this was cool. We had Moxley coming out with William Regal, and he's talking his shit all about how Max is a child pretending to be a wrestler, and he's gonna drag him through hell on Saturday night. And then poor Mox gets jumped by the firm. Come on now. And
that's your boy Ethan Page. You should send him a text or something. Tell him to lay off my guy.
No, fuck that. Stomp him out.
Oh, this is bullshit.
What do you mean? You're Canadian now.
That's
your guy.
I have dual citizenship. I'm like Robin Strabotsky.
No, Ethan. Well, Ethan Page is the only one from the firm allowed to stomp out John Moxley. Is
okay.
That's where I'll rest on it.
So okay, so the firm jumps Mox. MJF comes out and starts giving guys the old dick kick.
Yep. Dick kicking everybody.
Yep. Lots of dicks got kicked. And then, okay, so here's my big takeaway. MJF grabs the mic and he starts cutting a promo on Mox. He's like, I'm gonna beat you up, whatever. No Dynamite ring needed.
That's right, Willie. Right, it says right to Regal after that too.
Okay, so we're gonna get this generation's Bobby Heenan and Nick Bockwinkel Saturday. Regal's gonna give Max the brass knuckles. Max is gonna punch Mox dead in the face, and we're gonna have a new champion. And we get, like I said, this generation's Nick Bockwinkel and Bobby Heenan. If you guys are too young to have seen Nick Bockwinkel and Bobby Heenan, you're just like me. But no,
Google exists.
Yeah, we got YouTube and stuff. Hit up, I don't know, maybe like Roy Lucier or someone has the clips up there. Generational stuff. Bockwinkel, one of the greatest wrestlers ever, and you think like, it was almost like the argument against Heyman being with Brock. It's like, or Punk especially. It's like, oh, Punk doesn't need a mouthpiece. Well, he doesn't need one, but
doesn't mean he can't have one.
To it, it's kind of awesome.
Doesn't mean he can't have one.
Yeah, it kind of rules. Like,
so I don't need 7 hats hanging on my wall right now, but I have them.
But you have them. Yeah.
Technically, one would be enough.
Yeah. It's it's like saying, like I don't know, your favorite football team doesn't need an extra great pass rusher. They don't need it.
Yeah,
it's cool to have it.
Yeah, it's like saying LeBron James and Dwayne Wade didn't need to get Chris Bosh as well, but they could.
But they got him.
They got him
later.
Yeah, fucking cursed my Raptors into fucking another several years of misery.
Yeah, well,
but it's okay. It's okay. I got to see the Larry lifted up in my lifetime. I'm happy. I got one. That's all I did for an expansion franchise from 20 years ago or 30 years ago.
Shout out to our team, the Toronto Raptors. Shout out to Andrew and Kyle too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Canada,
Yeah,
hey.
Oh, Canada, eh?
Hey.
Adam Yeary.
We got a ring in our ends,
Yeah. Oh my god. No, we're not. No, fam.
What do you mean, fam?
No, Toronto. No, we're not doing Toronto Mans. I'll beat you. We're not doing Toronto Mans. I'll fucking mute you. I've never muted a co-host before. There's a first time for everything.
And of course it would be me.
Of course it would be you, but like not for like the kind, like normally it'd be like, oh man, he's getting spicy. I got to mute him here. But like, no, this is like just completely, it's not even wrestling related. I just don't want you doing Toronto Mans. Yeah, so that's how Dynamite ended tonight.
Yeah.
So we're gonna find. I'm kind of okay. I thought the same kind of thing that you were thinking. So I feel like less crazy about it now. Initially, I was like, oh, the feud's actually. So like for me, if like the first night that the Firm attacked MJF, I was like, oh, this is one of those things where like they're gonna beat his ass, but like it was he knew they were gonna beat his ass kind of thing, and it's like it was an elaborate ruse. Then he got put through that table, and I was like, nobody usually takes a table bump in an elaborate ruse. So
I think that
ever since then I've been like, what's happening?
I think that was a red herring. I think that was to throw us off the scent. Yeah, it creates doubt. People. You're supposed to. So they're teasing MJF's a babyface, and then like once he does some really bad heel shit, it's like, oh yeah, that's MJF.
I was the devil all along.
Yeah,
I made you think I didn't exist. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I liked MJF saying, he said,
while you're laying there, hopefully in a lot of pain.
Yeah, we know what that's a reference to.
Yeah.
Chicago Phil in the mud.
Man, there was a tweet I saw earlier, and it was Will Washington tweeted it out, and it was a clip of Justin Roberts giving Kenny Omega's intro before the trios title match at All Out,
Yeah.
and the petty shade that was thrown at Will Ospreay.
Oh yeah, that rules.
And I'm like, he's like, I'm gonna be paying real close attention. I think his tweet was like, I'm gonna be paying real close attention to what Justin Roberts says on Saturday night. Oh yeah, I'm sure they're gonna find a way to slip some shade towards either Chicago Phil or his dog or Larry somewhere in there.
Ace Steel.
That's the
They're
dog.
gonna say more about biting. Hey, shout out to Will Washington. We forgot to talk about this during the. Sorry to backtrack us, but.
The fucking Acclaimed. They.
You have family in the dirt sheet.
Yeah.
So Will posted the gif of the kid where he's like kind of like holding his stomach and like looking around like what the Kylie
I would be it's no secret I do Indeed on this network with Righteous Reg. I'd be down to see Grapsity versus the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass. That would be I think we could have the trios match of the year right there.
So Kylie quote tweeted him. It was like
oh my god.
What
Justin Roberts' voice. He is an avid dog lover from North Carolina. This is Gage, right?
Yeah, it's Gage.
Yeah.
What up, Gage? Hey, Gage.
Hi,
I'm gonna start a space after the show. If you want to, we'll talk. If you want to do something, but
yo, man, that I don't even know what we were talking about now. Gage just fucking broke my brain with that shit. That was too good. Full gear card. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
So what we have announced right now. You know what? Hey, let's bake a little prediction show into here while we're at it. Huh? Why not? Right? We're doing the post show after anyway. Might as well see if we were right. So I'm just gonna go down the list, no particular order here. So Saraya versus Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. This one is a tough one for me because, I can see a case for Britt winning to defend her territory. I can see a case for Saraya winning because it's her first match back in how fucking long? Start her off with a dub. I think Saraya is gonna win, but
I got Britt.
I'm so not confident about it. I might tell you Britt's gonna win tomorrow.
I got Britt.
All right, just to be different, I'll take the I will ride out the Saraya pick.
Okay.
I think we both have so I think we both want the same thing in this match, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett versus Sting and Darby Allin.
Oh no, I want Sting and Darby to win.
Oh yeah. Oh, I want to slap nuts to Jay Lethal to win.
See, no, I think
I want Jeff Jarrett's reign of terror to begin. This is where it starts. This is where Saturday night is where Jeff Jarrett's run to being the AEW World Champion by the end of 2023 begins.
So our boy Andrew, I'm so glad Gage is listening. Boy Andrew saw one of my tweets about Jeff Jarrett, and he was like, he DM'd me. He was like, Jeff's a different breed. I was like, that's what Gage would say about him too.
I'll
explain that one later.
For anyone watching that this is a bit. Just give me Sting and Darby. I just want to see Sting no sell the guitar shot. That could be the whole match. It could just be Sting walking out there, no selling a guitar shot, and Jeff Jarrett goes, fuck, and gets counted out as he walks to the back, and I'd be happy.
Yeah. Which, by the way, anyone bitching about that match, you don't know what you're talking about. Sting cooks.
The LeBron James of bag getting.
Well,
Jeff Jarrett is the LeBron James of bag getting.
There's also, listen, Mike, I wish you read Gary Hart's book. There's like a little bit of, okay, here, I'll just say it. Gary Hart in his book said Jeff Jarrett's grandpa is, or Jeff Jarrett's uncle is actually his grandpa. Like there was some inbreeding going on with the Fuller and Jarrett family.
This is what this guy's got. This is what's in his book.
Yes. Because Gary Hart was there. He booked, he was in both territories, and he, was pretty smart about both things, most things.
Look, and I don't want to say I have any preconceived notions about the southern states, but I'm sure it wouldn't be the first time.
It would be the first time.
I don't think we're breaking new ground here.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah. Jerry Jarrett's dad is technically his cousin.
That's something that make me cringe.
Which, by the way, speaking of cringe, shout out to Cringe for retweeting me when I posted the link to this.
Hey, thanks, Russell Cringe. Okay, so we got the TBS title match. Jade Cargill, Nyla Rose.
I got Jade.
It is Jade.
Yeah.
It's Jade. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like every match is a foregone conclusion until I see like a challenger's name across from her, where I'm like, holy shit.
Well, she was supposed to lose the title at All Out.
Well, I think Stat is like, okay, so again,
Stat got hurt. That was the thing.
Stat got hurt, and the thing is, like, again, I've had this. This is like my one thing that I always hold on to and point back to with like Jade's title run is that she's wrestled this entire division like almost twice over, except for like Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter. You know what I mean? Like
the top.
The top. You know, except for women who are presently circling around the women's world title.
Yeah, basically. I mean, she even wrestled
She beat Thunder Rosa on the tournament.
Yeah,
to get to the CBS title. So, but like one person who Jade Cargill has never had a singles match with in AEW, or even one of those thrown together tag matches is Chris Statlander.
Yeah.
They've never shared a ring together. They've never laid hands on each other outside of maybe like a pull apart. I'd probably have to go back and even see if that happened. I'm sure it did with the whole like baddies and Stat and Willow and everyone. But I don't think I'm pretty sure that is a very, very calculated decision to have never had them lay hands on each other like that.
Yeah.
And it's going to be because, oh shit, Chris Statlander is powerful as fuck. She just beat her ass.
Yeah. Which people don't like. It's easy to shit on Tony Khan, but like, because that's what wrestling fans do. They don't really, hold any other booker to that standard. But injuries happen. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
And if that
honestly,
long-term plans.
That's exactly it, really. Like a situation that I call back to on this, and we'll skip ahead in the card just to talk about it. But is like Luchasaurus versus Jungle Boy in a steel cage at Full Gear. I'm sure by this point in time they would have liked to have done Jungle Boy versus Christian Cage in the steel cage. Or like a lights out match or a ladder match or some shit. Something.
Jungle Boy versus Christian Cage in a Christian Cage match.
Yeah. Steel cage, bunch of crucifixes all over the place, stained glass. They do a death match in the cage, and it's like plates of stained glass.
It's a Bible on a pole.
Yeah, a ladder match. Christian Cage's specialty, ladder match. Christian Cage and a Christian Bible match.
You climb up and grab the Book of Dragon.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Now we're on to something. Book it.
Hey, this is a much better concept than that bullshit they cooked up on NXT.
Right.
Did you hear about that?
So I don't even want to.
All right.
I don't even want to. I want to skip right by that one.
All right.
Because I would rather watch the like anything. I'd give me like at that point, fuck. I'd rather see a reverse battle royale. Like, like anything. I'll take another Chamber of Horrors match, please.
Hashtag hire Russo.
Honestly, like what do you have to lose at this point, right? Like shit.
Right.
So we already talked about the World Tag Team title match, but we'll talk about it again. Acclaimed versus Swerve in Our Glory. Let's give a prediction here. I'm gonna go with the Acclaimed here.
Same.
Because we need that. This match exists to break up Swerve in Our Glory.
And man, like I said earlier, with like if the Death Triangle breaks up and we start getting like you know, them wrestling each other, that's great. Keith Lee versus Swerve is going to be like this whole next level feud.
That'll be a sick match too.
Yeah.
Death Triangle. Trio titles. Death Triangle versus the Elite.
I kind of don't like the Elite just coming back and just like winning it, but it's probably the move because I don't know what to do with the Elite outside that.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like their whole plan for them was they're gonna win these things at All Out and do shit with them.
Yeah,
and then it was like, they won the titles, and then they got. Then that's it. That they won the titles, and we haven't seen them since, and they are not champions right now.
Tony Khan was saying back in like winter or spring, this like previous winter or spring, like. You know, he's
we're not doing trios titles till Kenny's back.
Oh, Kenny's back. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
there's a plan for this. And, you know, again, props to Tony Khan for finding a way when some random weird shit, injury, or, you know, like attack dogs, caused your plans to get all fucked up. You know, good on him for pivoting. And, you know, Death Triangle had some, you know, we got some fun trios matches out of them. So, we're going to get another epic trios match from the greatest feud in this company's history.
And then we'll probably get...
I wouldn't call it a feud. It's more like a rivalry. And at this point, I know at this point, it almost doesn't even feel like... it feels less of like a I fucking hate you and I hope you die kind of like, you know, like that kind of anger, and more of just a like competitive, like we're better than you. No, we're better than you.
At times it's been like that. Like if you go back to like...
there's been some blood in it. Like there's definitely, but I mean, like for the most part, it's just like to me, it's all it always comes down to like
who's the better wrestler,
who's the better team, who's the better wrestlers, which is really cool. Like this, they've basically built this entire rivalry up on nothing but like they hate each other because they're just so competitive.
Yeah,
like they're both so driven to be the best and prove that they're the best that like. I hate you because you're my equal, or you might even be better than me, and it eats at me, kind of thing, you know?
Yeah. Well, the best feuds in wrestling are like who's better. Like it's just about who's better to me. Like
I don't know. I think the best feuds in wrestling are when you like steal a guy's dad's casket and drive down the road with it tied to the back of your car.
Hey, we didn't mention this. We got Captain Insano tonight.
Oh shit! Yes, we did get Captain Insano tonight in the music. Well, so we talked about the music video, but we didn't talk about the music video. But like, just go watch the music video because it's better than us talking about it. Because you also get to hear you get to hear all the hilarious bars.
Yeah,
but yeah, that just go watch the Acclaimed music video. GBW Productions killed it. They're amazing. AEW Interim Women's World Title match. Tony Storm versus Jamie Hayter. There, I had a hard time with the names there for a minute. I want to see Jamie Hayter win this belt, but it's like it's the interim title, so I'd rather see Jamie Hayter win like the world title.
Well, I mean with Rose. Okay, so I'll give you guys this.
Does Tony Storm's reign count if she loses the interim title? Like, it
does.
Is there like an asterisk beside her name on the list of champions, like interim only?
No, it'll count, but so because Moxley's quote unquote 3-time world champion, and his second reign was interim.
Okay. Hey, yeah, true.
But I think when they said
no, it's not.
What?
His second reign was he won the unification match. If you want to I don't know if you can go from there with it, right?
Wait, no. So he won.
He beat Jericho for the world title.
Yeah.
He won the interim title, but then when he had the unification match versus Punk, he fucking squashed him before All Out.
Oh well.
And then he won the world title at Grand Slam from the tournament.
I don't want to get too deep into that. I don't know.
I don't know where people draw the line with this stuff, but the interim reigns count to me.
Yeah, and the interim discourse is fucking annoying to me. Like the title eliminators matches are fucking annoying to me. Like the way people talk about them.
What's wrong with the title eliminator match? Tell me what's wrong with it. Anyone, please give me like a valid reason to actually not like a title eliminator match, because it's somebody who's like not, necessarily a top ranked contender, and they're like, okay, look, let me wrestle you, and it won't even be for the title, but if I beat you, you got to give me a title match. That's so much better than just hot-shotting a person into a title match for no fucking reason.
The people that were bitching about it was supposed to be the Bunny versus Tony, and then the Bunny got sick. Right? That was it, right?
Tonight, yeah.
Yeah. And
Buddy's, you just gotta look at the flu or some shit.
Yeah. That match, like
Sean?
The people that were bitching about that being an eliminator match would have been bitching that it didn't mean anything, and why is she wrestling the champ and all this other shit if it wasn't a title eliminator match.
Yeah, but if it was a title match, they'd be like, why does she get a title shot? She's not even ranked.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so here's the thing. I don't pay attention to those opinions because those are like just bad faith people in the first place that are gonna have some form of criticism, no matter which way it goes, because that's just in the nature of the person. But if somebody can give me like a good valid reason for it, I'm all open to hearing that. But
I get sick of people that should know better.
I don't think there's reasons that you can give for it. Like, I don't know, it's a title eliminator match. It's whatever. And then the cool thing about them is one day someone's gonna win a title eliminator match, and then that person's gonna look super fucking cool when they do it.
No, because
nobody ever wins them.
Eliminator matches. They just never win the title.
I know, but that's the thing. But then think about how many people lose title eliminator matches versus win them.
Yeah.
The ones that have won them, it's like, hey, that's cool.
Someday someone's going to win one and then win the title, and it's going to be the best shit ever.
That's what I'm waiting for. When they back to back a title eliminator match, and again, that's like you need the right opponent for that kind of thing. But
yeah,
it'll be instantly awesome. What did we have after? Oh yeah, so who do you think on Saturday for the women's title though?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with Toni Storm.
I think Toni Storm's keeping it.
But I do put a lot of stock into. I don't remember when it was. They did that promo with Britt Baker and Jamie and Rebel, where Britt Baker said, "By the end of the year, one of us is going to have the world title."
True. Well, hey, battle of the belts around the corner too.
Yeah, and winner's coming.
Yep. So
Rebel could win the title whenever.
And you guys are here for the very first time that I've ever muted somebody on this show or any show. I'm gonna unmute him now. But man, that one was worth 30 seconds of a mute. Oh my god.
Buddy, come on.
Ring of Honor World Title 4-way match. Chris Jericho, Bryan Danielson, Claudio Castagnoli, Sammy Guevara. I'll hail the Ocho.
Then better win, or I'm suing Tony Khan.
I'll hail the Ocho.
You got Jericho?
I'll hail the Ocho.
I think Jericho's winning, but dude, just give it to Brian already, man. Give it to Brian. Have him wrestle someone cool at Final Battle. Have him wrestle Garcia or someone, and then have him in Seattle. Have him wrestle, if like Marufuji's still over here, or fucking bring Blue Demon up here or something. I don't know.
What about what Sean said here? All hail Sammy.
I mean, Sammy's great. I love her. She's one of my favorite coworkers. Oh, you mean Sammy Guevara? Can't go, Sean. Can't go.
That's a nice segue. That's a nice segue. No, I think Daniels. I think like if Danielson doesn't win it.
Oh, Gage got us. Yeah, that's who I was. Man, I was blanking. Yeah, Danielson versus Shibata for the ROH title in Seattle.
I'd love it. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Danielson just has to win it. Danielson just has to win it at Final Battle from Jericho because he's going to walk out of Full Gear with the title.
Hey, I might have to change my handle to the Canadian Dragon.
So then we have, okay, well, like this one, I don't know, because we have Ethan Page versus probably Ricky Starks.
And I got Starks taking it because Max is going to walk out of the show as a heel. So, like in my head, I have Starks as a babyface versus MJF as a heel.
So you have Ricky win the tournament, have a little 3-week program building up to Winter is Coming, and then lose to Max at Winter is Coming.
Yeah.
See, I like that. I like better Ethan Page, who already has like a built-in dislike now of MJF attached to him, coming out of Full Gear and getting already you're instantly basically you already have enough groundwork to just like so easy to just have them hate each other for 3 weeks before Winter is Coming.
I don't see like, I don't know. I've never liked heel versus heel matches.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird to have heel versus heel, but doesn't necessarily have to be heel versus heel, I guess. Depending on how both of these really talented speaking men spin it for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I get it.
Honestly, it's a win-win. Like either you get Ricky or you get Ethan. Either way, it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
But for me, hometown bias. Ethan Page is winning the tournament. Another one we have on here: Jungle Boy versus Luchasaurus in a steel cage. I think Jungle Boy needs to win this one.
Yeah, same.
Let's see. Sean said, whoever wins that match tells you whether MJF is going to be face or heel by the end of the night, most likely. True. It is earlier in the card, so yeah. It'll kind of speak speak a little bit for how that could play out at the end of the main event. Joe says, I've noticed Ricky Starks on a lot of like promotional material lately, so he might be pushed more soon. Yeah, like that too. He's on the...
I don't think that's a tell because they're touring. They're doing some shows. They're doing a lot of shows in Texas. Which is Starks.
Yeah, but he's also like one of 7 wrestlers on their London graphic. The London graphic is like Jade, Mox, MJF, the Acclaimed, Starks, and I can't remember who the other people were. But like, it's Joe says I'm specifically thinking of the London one. Yeah, like that's deeper into 2023. It'd be like that's why I feel like him losing this Full Gear match, you can kind of build him up a little more like in the new year after Full Gear or like after Winter is Coming and shit.
See, but I'm sick of okay, so me and Rote talked about this. Like Starks has been cutting Dolph Ziggler promos for a while. like, I always lose these big matches. And,
Sure.
I should. And he cuts that promo like once a month almost. And maybe it's time he wins a big match.
Yeah. Oh, I'd agree. I would agree. There's 2 more matches here from the card to go through. We got the meat extravaganza of Samoa Joe, Wardlow, and Powerhouse Hobbs. Is it just for the TNT title? I didn't see the match graphic.
I think it's just for the TNT title.
Okay, good.
So I would assume Hobbs or
Please.
Wardlow wins.
I want Hobbs. Strap up Powerhouse Hobbs, and then just have him kill people weekly on TNT for my viewing pleasure.
I don't know. I don't know, because I don't think they've done Wardlow justice with this run. I'm not very critical of Tony Khan and his booking.
His popularity on the rise to the title versus like with it is like there's definitely been a decline in.
Yeah, and I don't know. Well, actually, now that you say it, like the wheels are turning in my brain now. If MJF's a heel world champion,
oh, yeah, and then if you remove the TNT title off of Wardlow,
yeah,
he's free to be like, "Fuck you, remember me, bitch."
Yeah, so I'm picking Hobbs, and I want Hobbs to win.
I like it. Hobbs is my pick anyway. I just like Powerhouse Hobbs.
Same. I like all three. I like all three.
Yeah, this one also is like, don't sleep on this match. These are not your like lumbering lethargic big men. These are like Samoa Joe, even at his age, is still going hard. And you saw Wardlow do that fucking tope tonight, and we see him do all the crazy shit he does every other week.
It's so
match is a bait.
This match will be good. It won't be like on the level of Tyrus versus Matt Cardona versus Trevor Murdoch, but
I'm gonna let him pretend that he knows that he's not muted, or he thinks he's not muted, but he's so muted right now.
Notification when you mute.
Oh, you get a notification? I didn't know that. Okay.
Shut when you think about it.
Oh my god. Tyrus.
Fucking Tyrus, bro.
Tyrus. Go take a look through our video history on the bodyslam.net YouTube channel where Cassidy recently interviewed Tyrus.
Oh no.
It was like it was like a couple months ago, but like yeah, he totally definitely interviewed Tyrus a couple months ago. Yeah, Tyrus is a person that exists.
Yeah, sure is.
AEW World Title match, last match that we have here to go through on this card: Jon Moxley versus MJF. MJF with the brass knuckles.
Yeah,
MJF in some way, shape, or form, and I think much like what Sean said earlier about whoever wins that world title tournament match kind of might give an idea of how this world title match is going to end.
Well, yeah. I don't know, because if Ethan wins it, it could go either way. If Ricky wins it, you still I don't know, it still could be a face versus face match with Mox or a face
for
MJF. Sure. So I don't know. I don't know.
We'll just let it play out.
We gotta let it play out.
We just gotta let it play out, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all we've got right now. There's not, what do we have? Oh, wait, hang on. Rampage is on Friday. Lance Archer versus Ricky Starks. Madison Rayne versus Athena. Hook versus Lee Moriarty. Eddie Kingston and Ortiz versus Konosuke Takeshita, and Jun Akiyama.
I'm over it. I'm over it with the Madison Rain stuff. Sorry, but hey, so hopefully we get more stuff with Akiyama and Eddie. Tomorrow on Discord, we'll do a watch along of Jun Akiyama matches. I built a playlist for it.
Oh wow!
It's some long matches, so we might be in for a ride. But yeah, great show. Hype for Rampage, hype for Grand Slam, hype to do the post show on this very YouTube account after Full Gear.
It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Absolutely, Adam. Where can everyone find you?
Hold on, we got one more comment.
Oh.
A thing about to whoop that TNA bozo. Yes, Sean. I hope so. Everyone can find me at Adam Yeary, NTWF on Twitter. Y'all can find me. I have a Discord server. Y'all can find me, man. Yeah.
He's around.
Yeah, I'm around.
He exists.
Yeah.
And
with a pretty popular tweet here and there, like the couple I fired off tonight.
Yeah, there's some spicy ones. There's some mild ones. There's some fucking molten lava ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. And me, Mike from Indeed here at Twitter. Oh, there, that's the one.
Plug your show tomorrow.
Oh, I planned on it. Don't worry.
Okay.
If anyone's a Mike merchant, it's me. But yeah, you can find me here doing a bunch of shit on bodyslam.net. I've got an episode of Indeed tomorrow with Righteous Reg. We're interviewing Mark Paulicel. He's the founder of C4 Wrestling here in Ontario, Canada. And yeah, they have their 15th anniversary this week. Got a fun interview with him that we're going to have. Going to record it tomorrow afternoon, air it for you guys tomorrow, 6 p.m. right here. Saturday, Full Gear's on. Going to watch some Full Gear. Going to come right back here like 5-10 minutes after Full Gear ends and talk about it with Adam. Yeah. Usually, also Wednesdays, you'll find me here with Kyle Sparks. Get well soon, Kyle. Hope you're feeling a little better. Hope you're feeling better by next week. And yeah, we recap Dynamite here every Wednesday. So subscribe, like the video. If you want to send us some love, you can go to slamchats.com and maybe little cheese.
A little bit of dough. I know times are tough, but
yeah. In this economy, donations in this economy. Anyway, thank you all very much for your time this evening. Had a good time talking about AEW Dynamite with all of you. And yeah, I'll see you next week, and we'll see you on Saturday.
Love you guys.